Hey everyone, happy Friday, um, July whatever it is, 2025. Just got done here doing my pull-ups, my accessory work, uh, trap bar deads today, sumo deads, and then the superset of extensions, face pulls, and pull-ups. Typical Friday stuff. Um, Using my mic again. Hopefully, voice is coming through pretty good. Question that someone had asked. I want to also get to. And one of the ones that might be a little bit more personal for people who are trying to lose weight, like the whole body dysmorphia thing. And people look at someone like me and say, that guy's got no body images because he looks terrible. It's not true. Uh, like when I started losing weight, um, like I was up at like 320 something, right? 323-ish, somewhere in there. I mean, I knew I was fat. I mean, it's for sure. But I had this idea in my head, well, I'm kind of big and kind of strong. So, I carry the weight well kind of stuff. So for a long time, I thought, it's okay if I'm around 300 pounds. And then I decided to change my mentality about that. And I should go into that in another video because that's a long story in and of itself. But in terms of the body dysmorphia stuff, right? So now I'm down to, most days I wake up high 240s, maybe right at 250. I'd like to be a little bit lower. Again, I'd like to hit 220, see if I can do that. I don't know if it's possible. I mean, I'm weighing what I weighed when I was like 14, so I'm not doing too bad. But do I still have issues like body dysmorphia kind of stuff? Yeah. I mean, I wish I looked better. Some of it I know it just because I waited too long to get myself in shape. But it's stuff like now that I'm over 50, I got this loose skin under my neck that just seems to hang out. And whenever I need to take a selfie, it like pops out like a turkey neck. And then there's other stuff that's going on. Typical dude body hair issues, gaining hair where you don't want it, lose it where you do want it. And then how comfortable you are at the beach. And then like I said, I lost a lot of weight and then did it over a year. So it's not like super fast, but still fast enough. It's not like GLP kind of weight loss where it's more drastic and you look kind of hollowed out at some point because you're kind of recovering and your body's got to normalize itself. But even then, I mean, I've still got like loads of loose skin around my midsection, probably stuff that I could probably go to a cosmetic surgeon and have some of that stuff removed. It's just, it's there. It's just loose and flabby, but whatever. I mean, it's one of those things that where, my own mentality is like, am I happy about that? No, but I'm happier. I'm happier now. I'll just keep this because I'm not going to worry about redoing this video. I'm happier now than I was before in a lot of ways. And part of it is how I look. Most of it's how I feel. Like my energy levels are way better. Getting around is much easier. Before I lost the weight, I was really just starting to feel what I thought was my age. I feel better now than I had in like a decade, literally. Energy levels and just mobility kind of stuff. But yeah, in terms of that image that, whatever we see in the mirror day to day, and am I comfortable with that? And what do I think about it? Yeah, there's some days I still don't feel great. And I'm like, oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. But then, I got to put that in the context of reality. Like I got a job. I've got a family. I got other stuff I want to do in life. I got travel, stuff like that. So something's got to give, right? And it's one of those things, right? The old saying, don't let perfect be the enemy of good. So just get out there, do the best you can. Know you're doing the best you can. Tell yourself, convince yourself you're doing the best you can. And most of the times, if you're trying and you're out there working hard, you are doing what you can do. So don't beat yourself up. Do what you need to do. And step by step, things will get better. Listen, I'm no Adonis. I'm not the most handsome man in America. I'm far from any of that stuff. But, I'm doing a lot better now than I did before. And, but, there's still times where I still Still don't feel comfortable in my own skin, even though it's way better than it was when I was 30 and even 40. But, you know, more comfortable with who I am. And a lot of that's just, you know, framing everything in the reality that, you know, life and what I can and can't accomplish given a 24-hour day and 7 days a week. So that being said, good session today. If you're out there and you're watching these videos and you're not on the forum where you can ask me questions, which is cool. And if you want to get on the forum, you can't because I have it locked down. So either way, if you have a question, you know, you can throw it in the comments if you're actually watching this thing. And if you want to join the forum, you know, leave that in the comments too, and I'll figure out a way that you can get on board and get you on the forum. Reason why I had to shut it down because the forums just get overrun with spam bots nowadays. There is no good social media right now because, you know, the internet is dead theories kind of come true to a degree. But anyhow, good session. Whoever's out there watching, I hope you guys have great sessions as well. Get out there, get excited. Know that you have the luxury to work out and that you can make yourself better. That's what it's all about. Incrementally making yourself a little bit better day by day. And, you know, it's Friday. Hope you all have a great weekend. I'm going to try my hardest to have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you soon. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to start posting some random shorts here and there just for fun. See if people like them. They get a lot more views in these videos, so maybe it'll drum up some traffic rather. All right, anyhow, peace. Have a great weekend. Bye. Okay, a little bit of voiceover here on this set. Using straps. Been using straps for all the sumo pulls today. Main reasons because I bumped up the weight a little bit. It's 225, and just to make it easier on my hands, I'm using the straps because sometimes my hands are just tired, and my hands start getting tired, then the bar is going to feel heavier than it really is, and it just slows everything down. There's like a nerve that goes right from the grip to the hamstrings. It feels like sometimes, and it's like that grip starts feeling weak, the hamstrings just don't want to cooperate. So once I take the hands out of the equation and the straps are controlling the weight of the bar, makes the lift that much easier and allows me to work what I actually want to work, which is my glutes, my hamstrings, and my quads. So Straps are a great way to get more volume on deadlift and just more volume in general, because your arms are just tired. Nice and easy. That was an easy set of 5. Easier than it has been for 185, mainly because, again, taking the hands out of the equation and letting the legs, which are much bigger, do all the work.